guys, Steve here again. So, I should be in bed, right? I probably after I get done this video, probably will be in bed. But this motherfucker, right? And the reason why I haven't been on, one of the reasons I haven't been on, is because I've been dealing with a cold the last couple of days. I felt like shit. Still feeling a little bit shitty, but last couple of days I've been feeling weak. My nose, you can tell, probably is still a little stuffy. But it is what it is, right? I've been getting a lot of rest. Drinking a lot of fluid. I started feeling like shit Wednesday or Thursday. I'm slowly getting better. I'm probably at 75 to 80%. I think now today, then tomorrow, I think I'm probably gonna feel better by Thanksgiving. I should be around 90% then. But let's get into some shit, right? I'm drinking some orange juice to kind of help speed all this recovery up. Gotta get that vitamin C, right? So anyways, this irrelevant motherfucker, right, is literally the most irrelevant fucker, like, at all, and I have ever come across. Right? I mean, I've never seen someone who's this fucking irrelevant that's trying to be relevant in society, right? I only know why people give this registered level 1 pedophile any sort of attention. I don't know why people give them. I don't know why people support it. But let me lay out some groundworks here. This is how I know the dude is guilty as sin, right? I'm going to play a video. I'm going to play a fucking video. I'm going to watch it a couple of times. Alright. There we go.
No more so tell me we're on the harmless kids. Can anybody call like the New York State and say where I'm a danger or a threat to kids?
That's not what I asked.
Someone on here said you couldn't be around kids.
You said you're a fucking danger.
That's not what I asked.
Be around children. That was
exactly. Exactly.
That was on you. And then you got called out legally.
It's just a simple yes or no question. Are you or are you not on the registry? What?
Speak it, Court. Speak it.
I want to know too. Are you on the registry? I don't care if she was 17, you were fucking 22. Are you on the registry?
Because all I'm saying, dude, is if you're not on the registry, then I would go after Steve because he's putting it out there that you're on the registry.
We're going to watch that again. All right. Disappeared. Where'd it go? All right. Media source. We're going to watch that again because the media source on this disappeared for a second.
No more
so tell me we're on the harmless kids. Can anybody...
No more
so tell me we're on the harmless kids. Can anybody...
Alright, there we go. Should work.
No more
so tell me we're on the harmless kids. Can anybody call like the New York State and say where I'm a danger or a threat to kids?
That's not what I asked.
Someone on here said you couldn't be around kids.
You said you're a fucking danger.
That's not what I asked.
Be around children. That was
exactly.
on you.
Exactly.
That was on you. And then you got called out legally.
It's just a simple yes or no question. Are you or are you not on the registry?
I'm not telling you.
What? Speak it, court. Speak it.
I want to know too. Are you on the registry? I don't care if she was 17, you were fucking 22. Are you on the registry?
Because all I'm saying, dude, is if you're not on the registry, then I would go after Steve because he's putting it up.
So, so this is me choking on some orange juice still. Hey. No, the cats are roughhousing, so I have to keep an eye on them. Hey. Alright, so anyways, they kind of, they stopped from that. So anyways, you saw that video. This dude who claims to be so fucking innocent of this shit, right? He can't, here I know the guy's not telling the truth. And how I know that this guy's friends is not telling the fucking truth. Weezy gets up there a couple weeks ago and says that he was only looking to troll, and they'll backtrack and they'll backpedal. And they'll be like, oh, it was all one big troll job, we wanted to throw people off. You throw people off for a reason. That's why. But even throwing people off is not a good troll job. It adds more suspicion, and it adds more fucking cringeworthiness. That's what it fucking does. When you're trying to troll or throw people off, even at this point, and I have no hate towards Wheezy, but even his level of fucking trolling is starting to become a little bit of fucking cringe. And he can take offense to that. I don't care. But even his level of trolling is starting to get really cringy. Alright? But we have him getting on like Tupac a couple weeks ago, right? Saying, oh, he was looking at his setup. And people will say I'm misconstruing it. No, this is how I perceived it. If someone else from Chad's panel wants to correct me on the record, fine. But the matter of fact is Weezy got up on there a couple weeks ago. And he literally said, oh, he was trying to frame Shoe Nice with it. Then you get a couple days ago on Y2Box, you have this registered level 1 pedophile getting up there saying that he collected a bad link. That Shoe Nice sent him a bad link. And he got nabbed with it. What story is it? Which story the fuck is it? Is it that story? Or is it Weezy's story? Which one is it? That's how you know the guy is not telling the truth, and judging by that video I played. And I could be wrong, but I heard, at least I heard, was, I'm not telling anyone. Now, I may have misheard that, but I swore I heard you, man, say that to one of these women. Oh, I'm not telling you. And you can tell anyone who's not a dumbass, and like I said, I'm taking sociology as a side course. Right now. I'm actually taking psychology next semester. Right? So I know how people are going to act. I know. I'm essentially being taught how to read people. Even by those facial expressions, you can tell you don't feel fucking guilty, whatever the official story may be. You don't feel guilty about it, and you would do it 110%. All the fuck over Let's be honest here, man. You would do it the fuck again to anybody. And that's the other thing too. You claim that Ted Barris, did it. Where's the proof that Ted Barris is in jail? And a couple of your other friends have said, well, Ted Barris is in jail for it. Where's the fucking proof? Where is the fucking proof? Where is the proof? Because I'll look for it, and unless I'm getting the wrong information, someone can send it to me, or someone can post it to a community tab, even you can. But the matter of fact is, unless someone can show deliberate fucking proof, just shut the fuck up. And trust me, I think Ted Barris is a scummy piece of shit. I've had run-ins with Ted Barris. Absolutely. I can't say I haven't had run-ins with Shoe Knights. I've had more run-ins with Ted Barris. But where's the proof of Ted Barris, getting locked up for this? I haven't seen it. And where's the proof that Shoe Knight set you up for? Notice how you, Wheezy, Ghost, whoever the fuck, well, all say, oh, well, we were all set up. Madman was set up. Where's the fucking proof? Like, this is where, when it comes to you and when you're brought up, Madman, where's the fucking proof? Where is it? Where the fuck is it? I mean, you're the one that's trying to prove your innocence. The time for talking's over. Prove it. Prove it. And if you can't prove it, that means it's just a deflection that you really don't feel guilty. And I was talking to some people on Discord about it, right? On Discord, voice call. It's a theory that I came up with. Why did people like Ghost, Wheezy, and a few other people were the ones that set you up? Now, I don't have proof of this. This is just a theory I came down, I sat down and, I thought about like a week or two ago. Why if Ghost, Wheezy, and a few others that you keep, very close to you, Madman, right? Maybe they're the ones that set you up. Maybe they're the ones that, turned you in. Maybe they're the ones that, that gave that shit. And that alone is probably a mystery that we're never ever going to find out. We are never, ever, ever going to find out. And I don't think we ever will. But I wonder if it was Ghost, Wheezy, and a few others that sent you that shit, and that maybe they were the ones that turned you in. Just saying, it's food for thought, and it's a theory that I came up with. Right? But that's another thing. Is you show no proof of these things proving your innocence. You try telling people that they were dropped. Well, where's the documentation that the charges are dropped? I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it at all. I haven't seen proof of the so-and-so setting you up. And then it's going to be people like you or Ghost or Weezy will be like, well, we don't need to show the proof. You just have to believe it. No, don't be afraid of these motherfuckers. People don't need to be afraid of these motherfuckers. You don't need to be afraid of a level 1 registered pedophile in the state of New York. No one needs to be afraid of that. No one needs to be afraid of Weezy. No one needs to be afraid of Ghost. No one needs to be afraid of these motherfuckers. Start asking fucking questions. And if you feel legitimate fear, then call the fucking cops. Simple. Call the cops. If any of these people start threatening you guys. But you guys should fucking get off your asses and start questioning. Start questioning. There's no reason to feel in fear of these motherfuckers. None. 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 Do it. Question these people. Question why this guy hasn't shown proof that the charges are dropped. Show proof. Ask people that show proof that he was set up. As for everything, if they can't prove it, then you have to look at to me as being right. Right? And I've given this guy the fucking opportunity on multiple fucking occasions. Right? To call the New York State Sex Offender Registry with his name, his information, right? And Weezy can't call. He can't call Weezy and have Weezy pretend to be a New York State Sex Offender Registry worker. He can't call Ghost and have him pretend to be one. Or he can't call MSP because MSP is the one with the voice changer. He can't do that either. And people can tell when it's a voice changer. Like, actually, I mean, come on. What is there? And I've given this guy that opportunity. He refuses to do it. He refuses to do it. The fact that he can't prove anything, that he's innocent, and he refuses to, and then threatens people, that tells me that he's even more guilty of being a registered pedophile. And the fact that he can't prove it, and it says right here in this slideshow that he has to be a registered pedophile for 20 years. So let's do the math. He was convicted in 2014, right? Not 2014, 2018, my bad. Let's do some math. It's 2024 now. So 6 years have gone by. So he's literally on the New York State sex offender registry till 2030 fucking 8. Unless he can prove that's not him somehow, or the charges were dropped, that's him. That is literally fucking him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Right? It's always been him. And he's acting like this shit is so fucking prideful. Like, this is such a badge of honor for him, for being a registered pedophile. The fact that he can't debunk it, and the fact that he, well, you know, that this says it all, that he's going to be there for 20 years, meaning at this point he'll be for 2038. It's always been him, and no one should give this guy a fucking platform. And I'll give you a couple of reasons why he hates me so much. One being, he thought he could come back to this platform and act like people would not remember who the fuck he is. People are going to remember who the fuck he is. People are going to remember exactly who the fuck this motherfucker is. And plus, when you got even people seeing my videos, people who hate me seeing my videos and watching them, that shows my reach about you being a level 1 pedophile is even reaching to my enemies. It's fucking great. It is literally fucking wonderful. It's fucking great. You know, holy shit. Right? But you were gonna come back to this fucking platform, acting like people were gonna forget about all this bullshit. And the fact that someone had the nerve to bring it up pissed you the fuck off. And if you were really innocent, you wouldn't be getting pissed off. You would know if you proved your innocence even a while ago. I have searched for videos for people or yourself who, you know, proving your innocence. You ignore it completely. You want this to be dead, gone, and buried. You didn't want people talking about it anymore. You didn't want people to bring it up. But the reason why, because you know you're fucking guilty. The only people who don't want this shit being brought up are people who are guilty. People who try to hide the truth, like you have, with Weezy and Ghost and MSP. Are fucking guilty. Like, the fact that I have the nerve and audacity to bring it up and remind people of what you are. Of what you are. Hold on, guys. Right. Anyways, it pissed you off. Now you can delete your channel and go to Twitch or go to Rumble or go to Kick, where they probably allow pedophiles on that panel or on those websites, I should say. Nobody. Right. Right. They might allow pedophiles on those websites. Kick, Rumble, Twitch, Dailymotion even. Go to those fucking websites. Go to those websites. Nobody cares about you over here. But you hate me and you keep going at me because you want revenge for me exposing you as a fucking level 1 pedophile. That is something that nobody, like no one cares if you're a pedophile. Well, people do care if you're a pedophile. I take that back. People don't care, you know, if you know whatever the fuck happened to you, right? The fact that you are a pedophile, people do care. And you spent time in jail for it. Don't fucking lie. See, and I've said before, madman. If you came out and admitted the shit that you are, you might have a little bit of decency from me. You might even get a little bit of respect from me. Still won't like you. But if you did a video admitting what you are, you might have decency from people. Some people may actually be willing to reach out and get you help. Some people may even reach out and want to be a friend of yours. I wouldn't agree with it, because I don't think you deserve having any friends for being a registered pedophile. Don't get me wrong. But that's... just come out and admit it, dude. Like, everything I've said, and from what I've heard, the government was looking at you for years, and they fucking finally decided to jump on you. I've heard that a couple of times. I don't know how true that is. I don't know how... I'm just going based off of what I've heard from, like, one or two other people. And it all adds up. But... you know, the fact that you don't even have the balls to even admit that's you makes you a fucking pussy and a coward. The fact that you don't have any remorse makes you a bigger pussy and coward. But you don't like it when I bring this shit up. And I wasn't even remotely speak about you at this point, because you don't deserve it. You don't. And that brings me to my next point. Is the only reason why you come at me is because nobody's paying attention to you. Nobody's paying attention to you, bro. Nobody. Nobody cares to pay attention to you, man. Nobody cares. Ted Barris ain't on this platform anymore. I don't know where the fuck he's at. Right? And 𝓢𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓷 doesn't even pay attention to you yet. I don't go into his streams. I don't look at his videos. I really don't give a fuck about the man. But I'm pretty sure even he doesn't pay attention to you. This is just... So you've resorted to me because you're craving attention. That's basically what boils the fuck down to. Is, you know, Ted Barris ain't around anymore. 𝓢𝓽𝓮𝓻𝓷 ain't paying attention to you. So you're gonna resort but all your attention to me, because I'm the only one giving it to you. Right? And you won't even admit that. Right? You won't have the balls to admit that. That's another thing that you're a coward about. Right? But again, that's why, isn't it? So another point, and this is what I've said before too, is pedophiles tend to prey on the weak. And what do I mean by this? Right? Is pedophiles tend to basically prey on people they know they can manipulate and lie to believe, for them to, essentially be believed and forgiven. That's why, Mel Madman, you have targeting people like Chad, the White Tupac. He's a little slow, he's a little retarded, which makes, it basically makes him the perfect target. And you see that his audience, his followers, right, are the perfect people to try to lie and manipulate and spin things to. I mean, there's really no other explanation for it. And those are the people, right, that, are the ones that lie and manipulate and try to distort the truth and try to, are the ones that are most likely to reoffend. And I think it's only a matter of time before you reoffend. It's a matter of fucking time before you reoffend. And that's if you haven't been caught, which I think you haven't been caught for a while. I think you still do this child porn, CP, pedo bullshit, and you've been trying to find ways to not get caught. That's what I think. But with these weak-minded people like Chad, you want them to believe that you never did anything wrong. You did do something wrong. You were potentially looked at for years before this. And allegedly, I should say. You were finally caught for it. And you don't want to admit to it. I don't know what it is. But another point, then I gotta start wrapping it up, is that, don't you have a fucking job, dude? Oh wait, something I forgot to mention earlier. Mel Madman's people have said, well, he doesn't live in New York anymore. He kind of slipped up in that video I showed earlier. He's like, oh, well, can anyone tell me in the state of New York where, in the state of New York? That means you still live there. Which means that address in that article goes back to you. There's no backing out of it. None. So anyways, well, I forgot about that. Anyways, don't you have anything better to do, fucking dude? Like, you clearly don't have a job, and when you apply for jobs, right, they're going to do a background check, and you can say, well, they don't do background checks in New York. Even if they don't have it mandated, let me see. Are background checks required for employment in New York? Now, I'm pretty sure they are. Yes, they are. So the fact that you have so much time on your hands, right? So much time on your hands tells me that you don't have a job. And even if you apply for jobs, they either throw it in the fucking trash, right? Or when they look you up and do background checks, they see that you're a registered fucking offender. And they're like, we're not hiring that guy. They don't care about your resume. As soon as they see that you're a registered fucking pedophile, any place in New York that you apply to, it's gonna be like, nope, we're tossing it in the trash. Bye. Or we're deleting the application. Bye. That's always gonna pop up. That's something that's always gonna fucking haunt you. You can try to downplay it, but right. But it is what it is. It's what you are. And that's what employers are going to see. There's no escaping from it. None. And employers are going to see that. That's interesting. But it shows how much time you have on your fucking hands. And it shows how much of a fucking loser you are. So if you can't get a job, dude, which you can't, I'm pretty sure it's obvious at this point you can't. Guess what? You're probably collecting disability, aren't you? There's no other fucking reason. So, and that means you're a fucking loser. Right? But I've done enough ranting, guys, so peace out.